Mars, when it goes retrograde, I could already feel it. It's starting to slow down. It's going to go retrograde on the 7th. And I'm going to be receding all of my energy, my spirit, the spirit that has always lapped at the spirits of others, kind of inspiring them here. It might shut down a little bit. I have some videos in the wing that I could spruce up and bother to um, edit. But my life is about ready to. It needs a change. It needs to change a lot. I need to not ignore the opportunities that are probably presenting itself, or the black hole that's coming. You see, and there's where I feel it's kind of detriment to be shut down here. But I have put up plenty of stuff, and I think that the latest donation that I got from Daisy Chain, what a beautiful name that is, right? Daisy Chain. It's a flower necklace, I guess, and I don't know. I hope I'm a part of the Daisy Chain now. I want to be a part of it, really. The one I want to be able to see content creators. Eventually, they're the ones who are creating uh, the, the central bank of the social network, which can happen some way somehow through, really, it can happen through consciousness rising. Really, it's just really, I don't know much about it except for when I know how to share when I get money, and when I'm taken care of. There isn't much here. I would love to be able to play that game. See what I mean is there isn't much here that I need to top off before it starts to spill over, and I just give. You see, um, boy, it would it already there's a lot that humanity has to work through. The reason why that they don't know how to play that game, which is to, well, you notice the media on the money is "In God We Trust," and it's like, what do you mean by that? Well, of course, God is love, and what do you mean by that? And well, God, now we don't know anything really, because that love is opposite of fear, and fear, it's hijacked, right? The whole game is hijacked if you have fear. Therein, money isn't any good. Nothing is any good with no love behind it. That's what I might want to say. And I'm on the verge. I would love to see. I just need to level out some things. It's too much. I think that my life is about to change. Everybody's will change for the better between now and, of course, April is a trippy time because we have Neptune going into Aries. Aries. For the first time, it's just going to give it a lick. And see, Neptune is going to start going forward in December here, I think on the 15th. And that's a huge thing that will happen. You see, it's been a grueling time ever since Neptune has been going backwards. For all of humanity, we're looking at the deception. We're looking at how bamboozled we allow ourselves to be, whether it's ourselves doing that, or just the government, or both, or that a lot of things. It's pretty profound, and it's very crystal clear, and it's disturbing for a lot of people, right? But on another level, there's a lot of spirituality behind. Really, we're just kind of waiting for these times where the deception of man is seen enough, and then resonation on another whole spectrum that is due. It's due, because of the misery. Really, quite frankly, if you live in illusion, which is most of it, right? But see, that's where you get the suffering coming from, and also disease and stuff like this, and it needs to stop because something is definitely harnessing all of that display, that possibility, which comes up to this display of there being that stuff I was just saying, which is bad news, right? It's not looking good for anybody who wants to be here on Earth to experience a bad time. I mean, God, I mean, I guess it's a school to where you fight for your own life. It's like pretty soon, is it? Christ, am I on to something? Yeah, sure, girl, but you need to get out and do some yoga. This chair right here is like crazy. But anyway, you would think it wasn't like that, but it's like, well, I don't know. I think I'm just getting antsy. I need to get up and go. But see, the thing is you have to still wait. This is humanity speaking. Your body will feel better. You will be doing the right things in no time here. Come the turn of the year, it's a time of, well, it's supposed to be winter time around here. It's very unseasonably warm, but I've seen this before. It'll crunch a winter time in, like going through February and March. Sometimes even March will be a heavy duty bout with winter, and then it clears up around here. It's kind of it's the high desert here. Thanks for listening to that. I kind of just shifted around my. Hopefully, I edited some of this. Um, See, that's what I mean about my Mars, my drive, my ambitions, quality, my spirit. It's going to go into recede, and it doesn't mean that all of the ripples that I put out isn't going to pay off. That's actually when people hear it the most. See, within other people who don't express themselves as impulsively, it's going to be a real problem for them, and they could. It's going to be like firing off reactions because there is that need to express. And if anything, for people like me during this time of just receding and then going into the void and then being impulsive, pure luck at that time. That's how we know how to live, really. That's us, the Aries side. There's a side of you that knows you got to take a risk. That's how you get to the higher ground. And if you don't know that, I'm sorry to hear that. Look out for this time when it's going to be kind of just flying off the handle. You have an ambition that you know that you should step forward. Nobody else is going to be doing it there for you. See, that's the thing, is the Aries in general vibration, including mine, is going to recede and just kind of, we've done our work, and so they are going to feel like kind of agitated, their own agitation. It's not going to be able to transfer or like give it to somebody else. It's a weird thing to explain how that definitely can happen. You know how people like for you to get angry for them or something. And it's just, well, no, you're going to have to handle your own steamy stuff. Because really, what if it's not even our stuff? Like we need to take a break, and it's about nurturing, going backwards into Cancer again, which we don't have to worry about that until after the new year. This is right before or right after Mars does oppose Pluto. It's a big thing about our bodies and stuff. So the main thing building up from now until that time and after, really, and of course, all the time, is to take vital, radical care of your own body. If you've never fasted in order to get rid of some of the pains and stuff, like the things that you're going to the doctor about, even illnesses, if you keep getting sick or something, you need to find out what kind of things you're eating, and you need to eliminate them. I mean, you need to, it's the worst thing in the world to tell people you need to learn to not eat food to the point of almost like feeling pain. And no, go take it a little farther, you see. Um, but nobody wants to do that. It's the most uncomfortable thing. See, right now, there is a population, the people that hear this right now, don't do it. You're going to actually want to eat a little bit more, because there's people like me that tells you these things, and it's because you're a mind and you have fear, and your fear says no, and I'm gonna just stock up on anything and everything. And the mind, the first thing it'll do is use all the resource in your body, um, in order to try to keep itself more real than the body itself. So your body is amazing. It's not what you think it is. Well, your skeleton is an antenna. It's an electrical antenna. Yeah, it's made of a beautiful, like uh, acoustics, if you could say, the bones. And see, but your blood in your marrow going through your bones is iron. You have mainly iron in there, as of metal. There's copper in there also, and all kinds of stuff like that. If you ever remember, if you're still human, you have iron blood. And that's a metal that's the conductor right there, because your heart is involved in that, and you want to make sure that you breathe and just get into that fact if you can. Every once in a while you need to do that a lot. Just force it on. See, I'm kind of doing that. I just got done doing a little bit of exercising, but I made this video. I am not sure that I'm going to put it up because I'm receding that spirit. I'm receding that energy. See, I don't desire, never in a day, and nobody does, to be a negative person, right? If it's negativity or if it's even irregulation of anything, that's something unnecessary, that's not that's that will cause disease. What is that saying? They say, well, disease is caused by doing things that aren't necessary, you see, or overdoing it, you see, or right. So thank you for listening to this, and I'm trying, but the more that Mars goes into station to go backwards, um, like I said, I will be ready for the people that don't know how to express themselves, especially towards me, maybe in your personal life. Now it's the same with you, because I am humanity. I'm not taking all this on right here. Really, I really care for people on a very deep level. If you knew anything about Aries, I'm about to cry right now, is that there is that genuine part of the human organism that says, no, man, we're all in this together. Let's work together. Let's play together. Let's fight together, right? Let's work it out together. Let's laugh together. It's kind of rough and tumble like that. And no matter what, you're still left trying to figure out, what are we going to shelter with tonight? What's our safest way to go? Um, that's the first responder thing. And do we have enough to eat? And are we protected, armed up? Are we farmed up? Ourselves, babe, let's do it. Just do it. The independent part that everybody admires, that, it's that superhero figure. That, if you notice a superhero, it's like just one standing there. Yeah, and that's the way it has to be, because they got their own message, and they're kind of a leader. The leader is usually the first one, the tip of the arrow. Arrow, Aries, first. And there's always followers, which is the little feathers in the back. And in fact, they are so important to that arrow up here. They actually kind of guide. And that's who I have as some donators in my life that, oh my goodness. See, it's not forever that I'm going to be begging for money here. It never was that way. And although it probably was the wise thing to do right from the get-go. Since 2000, babe. This is the year 2000. Make it a monetary system. Getting back to that, how that, I keep talking about that. I keep poking around at the language. Think with me a bit. Content means content. Means content. Are you content yet? See, wow, you hear about this one thing. People are upset about it, that this little girl, she's not a little girl. The thing is that she looks like a little girl, but she's 27 or something, or something, and she looks like she's 14, and she made $45 million just because the way she looks or something. That's not right. See, but that person, if she was a human being, as a content creator, she made some people content. She needs to overflow that, spill it over onto this thing, now. Like, honestly, it needs to be hooked in electronically to your monetary bank that says something. Now, see, for me, it's like, now, who thinks they're in debt here? You're not in debt anymore. Wipe that out. See, there's somewhere it records that you're in debt, right? The big thing, right? Right. Do you owe taxes? Do you owe on your electric bill? See, that's somewhere electronically hooked in, and wipe it out. Why? Well, because I'm content creator over there. See, but Is it really content? See, I'm saying, well, who do they make content? It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. You see, but does it? Yes, it does. See, because why are we still starving when there's people over there sitting with that much money? And it's like, oh God, can you try that again next year? Good idea, but excuse me, but people, really, let's get serious here. What tribe do you belong to? Right? Like, do you live in the United States? Spread that shit around. See, it's becoming that way here electronically. There's actually an availability. See, I don't know what happened in that courthouse. They keep printing it on my Facebook, but for some reason they just lit up into this chanting and they started singing a song. And it's like those people did a choreograph together, and it could have happened electronically through their darn internet. They could have darn well practiced this thing, which really it's probably an ancient thing that they've done. See, they had to end up going to court for some reason or something, and they're being jacked around. I don't know. It was just the kind of people that by the time the court was getting near whatever was happening, they just all lit up in the court. They couldn't stop. Every single buddy there was doing some kind of chant, and the woman ripped the document and went into this like they just turned into a like it's like now where are we? You know what I mean? It's like, babes, you have to do something like that. Is it illegal to all of a sudden start singing and dancing and all they can do is say, well, we'll see you tomorrow or something, and yeah, good luck. Sorry, it went nowhere there what I'm talking about, but what I'm saying is that talking about how to choreograph something huge here, to do it, change the minds of people. See, I was really distracted this last 2 weeks, and it's so painful because I can see it. It's like now I'm supposed to write this article because I see it, and I'm being bound down here. My creative life is being stricken because I'm supposed to be worried about some other thing that somebody else is like, you know what, get away from me. I want my void because it's come up right now, that what you have to go on here. And what my idea is to create this whole paragraph that explains really, I'm not going to spell anything wrong, but I'm going to use the full spectrum like I'm doing with the capitalizing and let them know, say, no, please, you must obligate yourself to turn you as a creator content into a brand. Take your pick. Do you consider yourself a humane being? Or are you working for, I was almost going to say, are you working for the man? But I promise you I don't mean it in gender, like specific or bias, racial kind of thing. No, there is something though, they keep saying that without, mankind, blah, 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 and it's like, it's kind of obscure, it's like, oh, but it does have to do with the M, the material world, maybe, money, working for the money, mind. No, we don't work for the mind, babes. We make the fucking mind work for us. We don't make it use us. We use it. Because it's a tool. Yeah. I mean, just to turn on, just to get turned on, you know what I mean? Thanks for taking me as seriously as I am. Really, I am serious. And I see something so plain and simple, and it is so hard to just catch my own creative. It's like a flow. Stay in a flow on the highest vibrational frequency. That I hate to tell you guys, but I missed it over the last 2 weeks because I was highly distracted by something that just, it's like uncanny. It's like, babes, babe, it's a selfish energy, by the way. Really selfish. There's a lot of selfish people in life, right? Who that they want to take from you. They want your time. They want your time and give to them and you are now. How did you get locked up into it? That maybe it's your job. Maybe you can say the same thing about your job, or is it your community thing? Do you have a family around you, or is it people relationship? It's not um not something that I'm talking about. I am talking about something very real, that it's real, that people can get in your way. Sorry about this lighting. Here, let me just make it worse. They can get in your way of a flow. Like, are we really supposed to do something? Like, imagine like somebody like Tesla, or somebody who really did. They talked about meditation, and they consider their mind as a receiver, and every day they just start doing little by little, and it leads them on, and it goes boom, there it is. Now, do you think that they could? It was rumored that Tesla didn't have a girlfriend. I don't know. Maybe that was the problem with him, though. It's like, damn, man, you missed the core fucking of the universe, and he admits it. Well, I have not yet found the core through which all is operating, but I do detect it's there. And it's like, shite, can't remain a virgin. That's not a good idea. But what I'm saying, because it's more than the obvious anyway. And minute 20, and you hung up with that joke. Like and subscribe, and thank you for your donations. I happen to think that Daisy Chain just went into my description box, and she saw at the very end um, that I put my because like you cannot. I put my Cash App and my PayPal address there, because you can't see it on the sign that I made. That's a, I'm working on this through a lot of attack here, being I'm supposed the illusion of, like, that you're not good enough, and that you are fallen down, you are financially not anybody's equal, that's for sure, and you have all this to worry about, and it's like, no, I don't, and I want to continue on here. I want to write those articles. See, it's an article that you write, and you see it. See, I'm a highly intuitive person. I am an intuitive, psychic kind of fucking person. And this right here, see, I'm under attack. See, and so what I'm saying is, I wasn't able to write those articles. I am apologizing right now. It's like, this is not a good sign, because you're supposed to hit it. When a content creator, okay, in my instance, and it was several times really, there's several channels that I watch, and when they mention something that's right along the lines of something that, I have the key, I hold the key, and this is the key. You need to know a little, just adjust it into their perception. No, let them know something, and really just keep spreading it. Like, tell them to think about this, about social media becoming a, a safety net that does, like, okay, level pay, which is just that you keep humanity above level of poverty, so called. Put these fucking people out of business, which all that they apparently seem that they are is mongrels. See, I've been sitting here with, it's like, why am I sitting here alone? Why don't I feel like I'm taken care of by a tribe of people? Why do I have to feel like I have to back myself into a corner with, like, one person, because they're helping me and helping me and helping me, and like, you do that enough, and then you give them yourself to them, and then is it the right person? Or was it trauma bond control? Because all you needed was money, and it's like, well, it doesn't feel right, right? Do you hear what I'm saying? It's like, would you stop? This is supposed to help us, and it can dissolve narcissism in a heartbeat, because where does narcissism come from? I have it temporarily because I'm sitting here trying to fucking survive, and it was last year that it came on that I just started sounding really raunchy and screwed up, and I probably still sound that way. But really, I promise you, my heart is very good. I'm not, at the core of me, I am not rotten. No, I'm not. See, that's the difference between your narcissist and maybe somebody like you, who can get temporary traits that says, I'm trying to survive here, and it doesn't feel good. And can you do it now? I want your money. God, don't ask why people get that way. It's because they're driven by an agitation that is like non-human in them and without. Also, it's been like incubated up by the school of energetic um, vamping on human spirit. Like, whenever you don't wake up to the real, just simple thing that's simply going on here. I know that sounds retarded, but no. Imagine the problems it would solve if you just went to that level pay system that says, now what? It's basically like opening up all the Home Depots, all the Lowe's and Home Depot places where they sell home improvement places, things to improve your home on, and just saying free for all, fix it up, fix it all up. See, it's kind of ridiculous. Now they're like, see, because I know that I can leave out all kinds of tools like my shovel and my leave it out all night long, and nobody will take it because that means they're going to go and work with it somewhere else. They're going to improve something, maybe. See what I'm saying? But it's the same with mankind and their mental imprisonment there. It's like how they use money. Now they think that they have to run around like these bandits in masks and swipe, and I got a deal from you, and is there a deal for me? And you know what I mean? It's like, would you stop that and dissolve all of that through content creators? What are you doing? See, I feel obligated I feel like I'm a content creator. I have enough followers. Sometimes I get likes. Actually, I've gotten 300 and some odd, I got 175 likes on one stupid video about what? I say it's a stupid video because it's about narcissism. I have nothing to do with these handicapped people. My heart goes out to them. I say that there's a cure. Sam Vaknin, who says, "Oh, I'm a narcissist," and you can tell it's like, oh, he has a fucking glitch in his head. That's all. And I don't know. It's like, is there a cure for the plague called just being a man? Jesus, help me! I got you, girl. I got